At least YouTube is up and going. Then it'll be time for Facebook. But first I have to eat. So YouTube is up. I'm setting up things. I'm putting things out. And I'm also going to grab a bite to eat because Dad came home with food. It's just a little later than intended. All good. At least I got food. Whee! At least I got food. All my art brushes, all my things, everywhere, everywhere. All right. Oh, my face. My phone. Make sure all my background apps are closed. Oh, this cold is killing me. All right, so I've got everything else closed. Just keep Facebook. Turn our focus onto do not disturb. Leave me alone. Don't interrupt me with weird calls. Let's see. All right, let's see if I've got this up correctly. Oof. Okay, hopefully that is good. I'll get the rest of my lights turned on. so short. Where is the switch color? Whee! Ow. What a weird place to put it. Okay. Whew, you come. I think it's done. As I kick everything over. Don't mind me. Oh, my nose is killing me today. All right. Got hot tea. We've got awesome colors for today's mani. Excited, excited, excited. I'm in the right group, right? I think so. Hope so. This should tell me once it figures out where I'm alive. Oh, my nose is running so bad. Earth, save me. Save me. Okay, good. Colors for today's mani. It is showing I'm live. Turning all the volumes down so I don't echo. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Bonnie. So I am still setting up a little bit. I just wanted to like troubleshoot angles and tech and everything. But I do need to grab my lunch. My husband finally brought home my lunch. So I have it. So while I set up, we are going to be nom-nomming. I have hot tea. I have a beef chalupa. Because I hungers. Let's see. It looks like it knocked me from horizontal into vertical mode, which sucks. So shoot. There's no real way to fix that. Oh, man. Kind of the worst. I don't know why Facebook does this sometimes. So that's why I wanted to check, but it looks like it still broke. So, turn to the camera. That should give you the correct angle of the view. And then hopefully the right space. Let's see. Hi, Mina. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Carol. We are setting up. Facebook decided to set me to a strange angle, so now I'm having to adjust everything else that was previously set up beautifully. So, I know. Life be lifing. That's why I wanted to start a little early, though, to make sure I had all this taken care of. Wish there was a way to go live privately and then like let you adjust things and then go, but I've yet to find that on any of my apps. How is everybody today? Is everybody having a great weekend? We are having sort of our first big fall snap. Means Central California is having rain. We're having very cold, dark weather, which is better than hot, but it means terrible filming and terrible photography weather. All right. Grab all my stuff. Stuff. Okay. I'm using my flexi mat to tell me where my camera is so I can center. So who has picked up this collection? We are doing the pink peppermint collection. I believe that's where all the colors come from for this mani. my swatches, colors. Not sure we're using every color that I pulled, but most of them. Just depends. I got Starlight because it glows and I wanted to use it for sugaring if we do any sugaring today. Because y'all know me, I love a glow. Or if y'all know me, I guess I should say. If y'all know me, I love a glow. If anybody's been wondering, here's our large, here's our medium. From Liquid Layers, you can save with BDazzld 15. All right, I had our swatch sticks, but it looks like I left them in the other room. So, no swatches for us. Lame, lame. All right. Sounds like Kieran's already given Dad a run for his money. I will do my best to ignore that. It's my son. For anybody who doesn't know me, I am Brandis. I am BDazzldNails, BdazzldNails, here, there, and everywhere. I have been an ambassador for Daisy for a while, and I have been an ambassador for Liquid Layers for a while. I love Bonnie. I love our little family, and I hope you do too. I hope that's why we're here. So we are going to be working on our press-on stands. The color I'm using is Aurora. It is one of my very favorites. I am missing one of my Auroras because I used it for filming, like photos, and then I placed it somewhere. So we have one little amethyst to see us through, mixed in with our Aurora. But she's so pretty. I still love her. All right, let's see. Give me 2 seconds to get a little bite of my lunch while I see if we have any questions. I don't see any questions. I feel like everybody's... Let's see. Leave me alone, Michelle. I can't help it. I took medicine. I took my Dayquil. I don't have a uterus anymore, so I don't have any of those in my house. And we ran out of tissue because everybody else was sick before I was sick. So we still got to pick up more tissue. Luckily, K-pop takes Dimetap. I take Dayquil, so there's still some Dayquil. Okay, Bonnie. That's all right. Let's see. Everything's still live. We still okay? My screen went black. So let me see if I can get it back. Okay, Bonnie, can you talk to us about anything that's going on? Do we have any sales? Do we have any Black Friday deals going on? What are our dates? Pardon me while I take a few more bites. I'm so hungry. Yeah, my iPad is being weird. I'm gonna close Facebook. Close Facebook. Open it back up. See if it comes back. Because right now, all I can see is a teeny tiny screen and no chat, which is not useful. I do. Yay, soup. Yeah, same. K-pop had a cold. He got better. Then Dad got a cold. K-pop got a cold again. And then now I'm the last one hit. So I hope you feel better too, Monique. We had Thai soup last night to try to burn the cold out of me. Didn't really work, but it was delicious. It was a sound attempt. All right. Put my food to the side and we'll get started. Tom got home a little late with my food. All right. So, I wish I had my swatches. I am thinking we're doing candy cane nails. I want our base glitter to be And To All a Good Night, which is this really beautiful candy glitter. And it's red green, and it's got this like bluey, purpley, red reflect glitter in there. This is so gorgeous. And so that was sort of the start for the inspiration. I plan on doing candy cane nails. So I got Starlight out, which is this gorgeous, snowy, sparkly dip, and it glows. So I thought this would be perfect for sugaring. I was checking out Rosy Cheeks. I really like Rosy Cheeks. I really like Wintergreen. They're gorgeous. But I also really like Nose So Bright. Because of course, it's a gorgeous red glitter. So I wasn't sure. I'm kind of leaning towards doing Nose So Bright and Wintergreen. And then have our white stripes be Starlight. What do you guys think? Do we want a true red or do we want Rosy Cheeks, which is this pinky red? Let me know. I also brought a cat eye gel just in case. Y'all know I get a little crazy over here and we just start doing the things and doing all the things. So be prepared. The red is pretty. We have a big release coming. All right, I'm reading Bonnie's text. We have a big release coming Wednesday, Winter Blue Dip Collection dropping, and the last of our Christmas stuff. Then we will be 40% off midnight of Black Friday. There's going to be a freebie dip, and then we'll have some other freebies too. Now, I do believe Bonnie said over on Facebook, sorry YouTube, it's harder to track it on YouTube, but over on Facebook, we're going to try to do a giveaway. All you have to do is be here and comment. So make sure, even if it's just dropping a candy cane, a Christmas tree, a heart, whatever, place a comment, let us know you were here, and then we'll be able to draw your name. So, no purchase necessary, all rights prohibited, legal, 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 legal. My husband's ready to kill me. I have been humming Christmas songs all week. I decorated my Crocs, and that just kind of set the tone for everything. And I'm just like Christmas committed. My house isn't decorated yet, but I got these awesome silicone candy cane, like peppermint door, like cupboard doorknob covers. Those went up this morning. My husband gave me the dirtiest look. Was like, it's happening. Get over it. Okay. So the target is I'm going to be color blocking red and green, and we're going to be sugaring with our white. We'll put those over there for now. Hey, Nora. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Kim. All right. Let's get in here. All right. I have a moment of breathing respite. So So we are going to get in here and start talking, start dipping, start doing everything we need to do. I have not had enough coffee. All right, so I'm just scrubbing out my dish. It does have a little bit of glitter stuck to it because I used this as my like tray for picking out glitters. So what I'll do is I'll spill out my glitters, or I'll sift them in my tea sifter to pull glitters, and then I'll put them into my flexi boat so I can pull glitters out one by one to use. So sometimes a little bit of dip base gets in the inside of the flexi boat, and you just need to give it like a really good scrub usually, and that'll break it up and get us back to normal. Now normally I reserve the thumb to do all the crazy fun stuff on. I don't want to do other crazy fun stuff. I think we're going to do some snowflakes on the thumb because I really want to do like a whole nail, at least one large whole nail of this gorgeous glitter. As soon as I swatched it, I was like, yes, all of it. Thank you so much. It is, and to all a good night. Let's see, I've got, so I had an accident with my Daisy dip base, so I'm going to be using my Amazon dip base. Don't ask, I don't want to talk about it. So we'll just be using my Amazon dip base, usually reserved for swatching and such, but we got to do what we got to do, right guys? Right guys. So we all love our Daisy, but sometimes we need adequate tools, if not the best tools. I can't wait till I get my replacement. We already have it ordered. So just waiting for it to get here. I live in California, so my mail is usually a little behind everybody else's. So you've probably been seeing all the gorgeous Christmas press-on stands and the winter press-on stands. Don't sleep on those. They are absolutely gorgeous. They look pretty just sitting on your desk. I'm super excited. Oh, anyways, so yeah, so I decorated my Crocs and I wore them to K-pop school. And the teacher was like, well, I see where we're at. I'm like, yep. It's been a month. It's been a week. Life has been lifing. So we are just embracing any little bit of holiday spirit, Christmas spirit, joy that we can get our hands on. So I got this shirt from Temu, and it says, it's like the Rudolph the reindeer, the Misfit Toys, the Island of the Misfit Toys themed. And so it's got a picture of Rudolph and the Misfit Toys on the front, and then on the back it says wish list of Misfit Toys, and it lists all the names of the Misfit Toys. The teacher saw that and she's like, my son's gonna want to watch that movie. I'm like, well, just in case you didn't know, this is a men's shirt, so he could also have the t-shirt if he wanted. So, I was trying. I was like, it's gorgeous. He needs it. He should have it. I have a few more t-shirts that came in today. One has Rudolph and he's wrapped up in the Christmas lights. And then the other one is just, the front has pictures of the abominable snow monster and a couple of the other characters. And it says a bit of a misfit, which I just thought was perfect. So I'm just going in here. This is our beautiful Nose So Bright. I, spur of the moment, decided that our pinky was going to be that glitter. I saw it and I saw the pinky, and those intrusive thoughts took over where I just dove in. I'm like, no, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. So I like to turn my nails around to face me. after. So they start out in this formation, which is what my hand's gonna look like. Then as I do a layer, I like to flip them around because then I can kind of get that towards me view and figure out what I want to do, what I want to add, how I want to place things. For ease of nail estate, this is going to be, I think, our super fun, like, stripey nail. Just so we have more space to play with, because I have fairly small nail beds, and I use sculpted tips to help them fit better, but that sometimes means that you get like that, well, it always means you get that more curved top, which will sometimes mean you have less nail estate to play with, depending on the art that you're trying to do. So I do say, like, if you like to do some of those bigger sequins, like the snowflakes and stuff, maybe do a natural nail for that, because then you'll have to do less bending of the sequin glitter. That's just a little tip. If you're looking for sleek and snatched, the sculpteds are great. I get mine from Après most of the time. Some of them are from Amazon. And this is a sculpted stiletto medium. I took advantage of their early Black Friday sale and stocked up on my refills. So I did that today. I refilled my nail box with my sizes. Okay, I'm just gonna pull that one out so I don't accidentally do anything with it. Okay. Oh, where's the green? Thought I brought the green glitter. I meant to grab the green glitter. Did I not grab the green glitter? Or did I just leave it in the bag? Losing my mind over here. Oh, there it is. I just missed it. Even more. So these colors all really just mix so well with And To All a Good Night that I just had to, like, I don't know. I just had to. I had to. Whatever I'm doing, I just had to do it. Losing my mind. That's what I'm doing. Anyways. So as you see, I usually do either one layer of flat lay or one layer of pour over and one layer of flat lay for my glitters. I have been working on keeping my press-ons just a little bit slimmer because that's what I would do for my nail for strength. So if you have issues with your nails cracking, I do recommend doing 2 layers of your color and your clear, or your glitter, and up to 2 layers of your clear, if that makes sense. It's so pretty. I had to. I just had to, guys. All right. Now that is Winter Wonderland, which is that gorgeous green. Nose So Bright is the gorgeous glitter red. Boop. Hey, Bertha, how are you? Hi, Laura. Sorry I missed you. Monique, your house has been decorated for 2 weeks. I need to just move you guys over here. So I'm using my son's iPad, and it has like a speaker and stuff attached to it now because it's an AAC device. And I bought a speaker to help project what's essentially his voice. I wanted people to not be able to ignore him. So he's got a very nice speaker on it that hangs off of it, but it just makes it a little bulky now for me to use. But it's not for me. It's for him. So I just deal with it. It is what it is. It is what it is, and it be what it be. Okay. So we know we have our stripey candy cane nail. What am I thinking? I go very much off of vibes and feelings. I know, it's very hippy-dippy, but... They could all be candy cane nails. I could get a little crazy. We could make them all candy cane nails. Except for this one. thinking, and my nose is about to sneeze. So if I sneeze, I'm really sorry. I'm a terrible sneezer. Let's see. Ah, I keep hitting. I keep hitting my YouTube camera. It is just there. Sorry for anybody who's over on YouTube. You've been knocked around quite a few times today. So I'm just gonna sippy sip. Hi, Latricia. Hope you are still there. Sorry I missed you popping in. We're gonna sippy sip on some tea real quick while I think about that nail. All right. I think I have an idea. I just have to remember where I put my nail tape. So pardon me, I am looking through my supplies real quick. I grab all the things and then I clean up and I put them all the places. It's never places I remember. I have so many rhinestones I need to organize. Let's see. I have a roll of nail tape that I use for my color blocking, and it's normally right here. I'm not seeing it. So I didn't bring my spare over because I shouldn't have needed it. It should be right here. I need to do a supply check. I thought I had, honestly, but yeah, no. Stuff happens, stuff gets moved. You think you see something, and it's not actually what you thought you saw. Let's see. There's spray alcohol, which is empty. Yeah, it went MIA. I'm not very happy about it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So we're probably gonna have to do more gel than I wanted. I was going to do all of our striping and stuff with dip base as much as I could, but if I can't find my striping tape, we're going to be doing gel method. So I apologize ahead of time. Was not supposed to be the case. Check a couple more spots real quick. Let's see. Paintbrush. Yep, Halloween stickers. So I can sort those. More rhinestones. How did I ever end up with so many rhinestones for somebody who just generally hasn't done rhinestone nails? I mean, I've been hoping to do rhinestone nails, but I generally don't do the rhinestone nails. But apparently I had a set of time where I was like getting ready and I was like, I'm going to do some rhinestone nails. Okay, well, I have some nail tape. Not what I would normally use for striping, but we may be able to make it work. I'm really looking for my pre-cut masking tape that I have. But it's not here right now. So. Anger, anger, fluster, fluster. Fluster, fluster, bluster, bluster. Okay. Let's see if I can make this work. This is just a pretty iridescent nail tape that I have. We won't be using it in its art form. We're going to be using it to color block and section things off. I do like the idea of doing an ombre. That is fun. But let's see if the nail tape will serve its purpose. All right. Get my scissors. All right. So Sometimes I will freehand my stripes, and that has been okay, but it means I go slower and it can take longer, and I don't want to keep you guys here for like 5,000 years while I freehand some stripes. So we're going to use some tips and tricks and some tools. Okay. All right. So I'm just pre-prepping a few pieces of tape for our striping, so I don't have to go back to the roll over and over. I do recommend doing that. It saves a lot of time. It keeps acrylic powder. Good Lord, I have no idea what's going on with my dogs. So sorry. Hopefully my husband gets them under control. I don't know what's happening. Problem with being at the back of the house is just absolute chaos can reign in the front. And I have no idea. Like, my husband may have just left. Like, they may have gone to the park. And I have no idea. Hopefully he didn't, though. At least not without telling me. But I just heard the front door open. I'm having to make some educated guesses here. I lost the end of my tape. Oh, I hate when that happens. There it is. Maybe. No? Yes? These old eyeballs. It laid down like super flat. I still think that's it. I just gotta remember which way we were going. It appears to be this direction. This is one of the reasons I don't like using nail tape. And I tried those little dispensers, and I always somehow get my nail tape like stuck in the dispenser, and then it doesn't do its job at dispensing. So, all right. You can also get vinyls. Those are kind of helpful. All right. So I'm just going to tuck this under real quick so I don't lose the end of it again. If you're able to, I do recommend when you store your tapes, you do that. Wait, just have a little upraised nubbin that you can grab and unwind. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do it the other way. We are going to do a base of wintergreen, and then we're going to do our other color on top. Sometimes I'll just do like color block, but an easy way to get stripes, a little less labor, is to lay down one layer of your color, and then, or two. If it's not opaque, do two. If it is opaque, one is usually fine. Or if it's a glitter, like a fine glitter. Okay. Make sure that's covered. Okay. So Rosy Cheeks and Wintergreen are chromable on themselves, just so you know. This is Wintergreen. I think all of the tonals have enough shimmer to be considered chromable. Okay. Let that solidify. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit more glitter there. I don't think we need to do a full dip, so I'm just gonna place some base just in those little bare spots. And then I'm just gonna dip the tip of our nail in. Boop. Okay. And that is enough to cover it. Okay, perfect. When I do this, I will dust it off and activate it. And then I'll wipe any excess activator off to put our tape over. It's a little sheer. I'm going to go in with one more layer. I'm going to keep it mostly at the top so I don't have to worry about building up bulk of the sides, but I could see through the tip a little bit and I really wanted that color to pay off all through the center. So then I just did, it's sort of a hybrid apex method that I use with tips. Looks really obvious now, but once you're done with the nail, it's generally not. And we're covering it in stripes anyways. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. I'm gonna cover these two in clear dip. And then we're going to buff and get that ready so we can sugar our starlight in stripes over it. If that makes sense. All of my white gorgeous flexi boats are in the other room where I was doing nails yesterday. So I'm grabbing all my workhorses that hang out in my office. This is why I just keep buying more flexi boats, because they go everywhere. I need them for everything, so I just take them everywhere. I take them everywhere. We love them so. Okay. Put our clear. We have our eat glass, which is our clear. I usually have my little scoop. It is also MIA at the moment. This is what happens when I clean. I clean up, I organize, and I promptly forget where I've literally put anything. It made sense at the time. I'm sure it did. But, okay. So I like to do a very generous first layer of base for the clear, depending on what coverage we get. Usually means you don't have to do a second layer, but if you do, don't be afraid. Whenever you're doing a mani, just remember, clear is strength. Glitters and pigment are the decoration, right? So the more pigmented a dip, the more glitter the dip has, it won't be as strong as pure clear acrylic. Not a bad thing, it's just the nature. Like, it's the same with acrylic that you use with monomer. It's just how it works. These glitters are so gorgeous, Bonnie. We're going to activate her and let her set up for our nail tape. think I'm going to add just a little bit more glitter to the top. I really kind of like the empty tip. It's fun. So I think I'm going to leave that. Have this be kind of a fade off into it. Let's give it a little bit of a tap. If you see that maybe you're getting too many of the big glitters and you want more of the small glitters, you can always give it a stir. It's the nice thing about being in the flexi boat is you can see what you're getting. And if you get too much, just take them off. Take them off. Move them around however you like. As long as you move relatively quickly, you are not married to most glitter arrangements. You have time to adjust them a little bit. Yeah, I think they just left for the park. So my poor dog is going to lose his little mind. He has been very attached to mommy and daddy. We both work from home. Well, I take care of Kieran. That's my work. Dad works from home. So Shiro's never really alone. So you'd think he shouldn't really have separation anxiety, but he does. He's usually fine if I leave. It's just if we both leave or if Dad leaves, I think. So I think he really views Tom as like the leader of our little pack. I just heard him try to get through the child-proof gate I have in the hallway. My dog's a menace, an adorable menace. All right. Let that get set up, and then I'll clear dip it. I really don't think I'm gonna need. Ooh, I did get a little fuzz. Go away, fuzz. No fuzzes in the nails, please. Thanks. Avoid the fuzzes. We don't want them. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Michelle. Hey, everybody over on YouTube. Bye, Michelle. I don't know why, but YouTube doesn't show me the chat when I like just touch it. I have to like reopen it. It's very strange. Okay, we are going to wipe off the excess activator. Just give her a little side file. She's looking pretty good. There's not too much we need to do to her to get her ready for striping. And I'm sure there are so many ways to do color block nails and striped nails. I've done them just with tape and, you know, activating after each row. I've done them as one whole. I've done them as partial. I've done them gel method. So it's just really what resonates with you and your style and the effect you're trying to get. Okay. We're going to go in and we are going to smother this glitter in our base to get her ready for the clear. And make sure before you dip back in that you are wiping off your brush, because you don't want to contaminate your base with excess acrylic or glitters if you can avoid it. When I first started out, I tended to keep a glitter base, a non-glitter base, a red base, a glitter clear, a non-glitter clear. So, but now, I mean, I still kind of do the non-glitter glitter thing, but it's more like I use our dip boats and then I will take and pour the excess left over from the mani into a separate container, or I'll cover the dip boat and then I'll just use that later for clear. And I'll just use it till it's empty, since I do a lot of my manis here at my desk these days. I can just keep it here. And we're just dabbing it in. It's a big thing to remember for this first layer is you want to get all of that clear in between your glitters. I want to try to get no air bubbles or weirdness. You want to try to get it right in between those glitters, because that will get you the smoothest outcome. How are you, Jolene? You doing all right today? Everybody doing okay today? If I've missed you on Facebook, don't forget to leave a comment. Anybody who comments will be entered into the giveaway drawing. It's just going to be a little spin the wheel whenever Bonnie has time. So she needs the comments to be on this video. Okay. Making sure. Looking pretty good there. Okay. Activate you guys. Get you ready for your striping. Okay. And because these are the chunkier glitters, I will do another layer of clear. So give it a good press. Make sure my glitters are nice and flat. You can do this with saran wrap if you don't wear gloves. That's what I do. I tend to keep kitchen supplies all around. Saran wrap being one of my favorite ways to manage chunky glitters and to manage sequin glitters like snowflakes and such. You can activate the nail, wrap it in saran wrap, and really get a very, very smooth surface. And it will hold those sequin glitters in place so that they cure curved. And then the clear acrylic will do its job of holding it down and holding it in the curved shape. All right. Let her do her thing. Now we're going to set these to the side for the moment. Daisy dips, Jolene. Daisy dips. We should have some moderators around, so if you aren't a member yet, they should be able to add you. It's Daisy Dip community on Facebook. Okay. I'll wipe off my hands, because I got a lot of acrylic dust, and that will interfere with the tape. Okay. If this doesn't stick, I may go and do a base coat on it to make it stick. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, maybe too old. So we're going to give this a layer of gel base or gel top coat, whichever. At this point, it doesn't matter too much. Though if you have trouble with gel peeling, do the gel base and then do the gel top coat. I tend to not have too many problems with that. I'm using my almost empty daisy top coat. Okay. I'm trying to do just a thin layer to give a really smooth surface to the tape to stick to. While that's curing, I'm just going to take the sides. You can't tell. If I'm not on screen, yell at me. Okay, Jolene. Well, hopefully she pops you in. So if there's any moderators, Jolene just applied. She's from YouTube. She'd like to join the group. All right. My nose is starting to run, guys. I took Dayquil. I swear to goodness, though, when I'm this sick, the Dayquil only seems to work for like an hour. Like, it's okay at suppressing my coughs, but when it comes to my nose, it only works for like an hour, and then my face goes crazy again. Kills me. I'm generally that person who's sitting on her couch with like tissue up her nose. It's very attractive. Look, I'm lucky my husband loves me. I'm so pathetic when I'm sick. I feel like I get man flu sick every time I get sick. And my husband is like, when he gets sick, yeah, he's out. But normally colds don't hit him very hard. They hit me hard every time. I have an immune deficiency in my IgM. And my son has an immune deficiency in his IgG and IgA, I think. And it's supposed to be related to my son's syndrome, which yesterday was his awareness day, Emanuel Syndrome awareness. I am the balanced carrier for it. And they're finding with more conditions now that the people with balanced versions of it or carriers may experience similar issues to those who get the unbalanced or double dominant, just milder. So for me, I'm also a cystic fibrosis carrier, which may explain the missing IgM. And that just means that like the mucus tissue and like those systems that are supposed to kind of be your first round of immunity, mine does not work that way. So all my colds go into my lungs. Nothing works quite right when it comes to that system. And I had asthma as a kid, and I get asthma every time I get sick. So God, I love it. Our bodies are crazy. Kieran's little cousin was born with cystic fibrosis. He's so adorable and he's doing so well. So we're just hoping. Gotta keep him healthy. They recently got a G-tube like Kieran. So we were swapping G-tube recipes, and I showed her how I blend up chili and stuff like that for K-pop. So that like, even if he can't eat it by mouth, he deserves to eat real food. So he gets no formula at all. We are a full blended food diet for him. He gets Happy Meals. He gets home-cooked meals. He gets meals from out. Anything I can give him. He also gets pre-made medical food, but that's more to support the other efforts that we do. It's hard to blend up 5 meals a day. So. But it is all real food. Welcome, Jolene. Welcome to Facebook. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I have that insane tickle. It's killing me. Whew. All right. We're going to pull out our little friend who is ready for their tape. Let everything else cure and set up. And we're hoping this tape is not too old. Otherwise, we're just moving on to gel method. So normally with the masking tape, you can get it on Amazon for nail striping. It's basically like measured and cut masking tape or that like white painter's tape almost. You can use painter's tape too if you have it. It sticks really well even to acrylic. So normally I wouldn't have had to do this method. All right, now we can just go one by one. We can do them striped. I was going to do it, yeah, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna go fast. I hope the tape doesn't, release itself, launch itself off of the nail. Eat itself. Whatever the kids are saying. Okay, so we're just gonna line it up. And whee! There we go. Boop. That's why these stands are great, because I can just lay it as flat as I need to, and I can hold and measure and move wherever I need to go. Hope it's straight though. Okay. Turn it this way again. Okay. Turn it that way. There. Nope, it's not sticking. Okay, this is killing me. Wish I knew where my nail tape went. All right, we're just going in full gel method. Not ideal, but all you need is some detailing brushes. You can also do this with dip base. So you can get a brush like this and you can use it with dip base. You just need to clean it with acetone after you're done using it. That way the acrylic won't ruin it. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my gel base. All right. Let me grab one of my little painting sheets to put my gel base on. So I recommend having a little palette, or they sell like these little like paint mixing pads. You can get them on Temu, Shein, Amazon. So I'm just going to apply some base here, and we're going to use that with our paintbrush to apply our stripes. Okay. Got our brush. So if you're starting out with the fresh one, I like to spin my art brush through the base and make sure it is well worked into my bristles. Okay. Move things to the side. All right. Okay. Normally, I would mat the nail to make this easier. So if this goes poorly, we will wipe off and we will mattify the nail. It's just easier to see. It's just easier to see on a matte nail. Doesn't mean I'll keep it matte. Usually, I will just have it matted for the striping, unless I'm doing a full like sweater nail design. Then I will keep the base layer matte. Okay. You can also get some room to play when you're doing gel method. You can, that's why I pulled out my little pointy sticks, is you can use those sticks to push stuff around. And that'll kind of let you reshape your stripes if you need to. But if it gets too crazy, then we'll just wipe off. Then I was going to do this one in the Nose So Bright glitter. Looking for my little mini flexi sheets, and they're, I don't know, they're somewhere. I would prefer to be doing this in my mini flexi sheets, which are these, but we may have a little too much base applied. I'm seeing it pooling, so I'm just gonna pull it back to its stripe and hope that fixes it. too bad. So this is when we can go in there and we can just sort of use an orange wood stick or a toothpick to kind of scooch things back into place, clean up our line a little bit. Okay. It's good to look at your art from multiple directions so that you make sure it's looking as good as you think it is from each direction. Especially with stripes on curved nails, they can get pretty crazy pretty fast. Like this upper corner stripey do. All right, I'm just gonna move that, and then if I need to add in more glitters or thicken a line, I can. I just want to make sure that the excess isn't going to cure outside of the designated spot for it. Like this is trying to. So I'm going to scoot that one more time, and then we're going to get into our lamp pretty quick. Because the lamp, even if you can get in for 10 seconds, will stop the spread of the gel. And the lamp. Wait. As I try not to inhale my tea. Any questions so far? Anything that I'm doing that's like not completely clear? Let me know. My cold fogged brain is not holding on to the steps as well as I would like it to be. Oh, good. I'm glad, Jolene. I was doing my best to stay on screen, but sometimes it's just not meant to be. Ah, man. I'm trying to get out of the camera when I sniffle hard. Dropped my paper towels. Okay. Let's see how that went. So we just need to fix this line. It seems to be the one that went astray the most. And then a little bit there. I think then we should be fine. So I'm just gonna grab my sheet again. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of gel base. And if you're worried about stickies, you can do this with gel top coat as well. I'm just planning to top coat everything to smooth it out. And then I will have the one sugared layer for the stripies, which is the plan. Now we're gonna do this one at a time. If you want to be cautious, you can always do it one stripe at a time. Probably better. Less careless that way. I've got my little things over there so that I can wipe off my toothpick and scooch things back where I want it. And I'm gonna press it down a little bit. Okay. I think that's what I want. Drink my tea. got iced tea. I've got hot tea. Doing all the teas over here. Added a little bit of Japanese whiskey to my tea, my hot tea. It's been helping my throat, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So, what kind of nail art has everybody been really into lately? I've been super into the like cat eye candy cane, like peppermint patties, I guess they would be called. Not candy canes, really. It's kind of a candy cane, but it's more of that peppermint patty like spin swirl. I was hoping to do that tonight, but I'm not sure with my cold if my brain is capable of it. But that was my hope, was that I would do that with just like the sugaring versus like the cat eye. But my brain is a little hither thither all around. So I think since the boys are gone, if I finish, hey Aaliyah. Aaliyah's over on YouTube. If nobody's there, Aaliyah, they might be over on Facebook. They're in the Daisy Dips group if you are bored and you don't want to be alone on YouTube. And also, Bonnie is doing a giveaway. So if you go over to Facebook and you leave a comment, let her know you were here, you will be entered. Okay. So I am just pressing this down into my stripey stripe. All right. And then we're going to go back in the lamp. Nose. My nose, my nose, my nose. Trying to think. Do I want to stripe with the red glitter or with our chunky glitter? Do we want like big stripes and just like 2 of them with the chunky? That could be pretty. What do you guys think? Let's wipe this one off. And I'll show you what I was talking about for doing dip base on at least one of these. Okay. Wiped the excess activator off. Finish up this nail, and then we will have fun with the others. All right, so I'm just going to come through here. We're going to give this a little bit of a scrubby scrub, see what we're working with. Okay. And since this one, mostly the fine glitter stuck, which is great. It's usually how it works with art. And I'm just lining up my stripes, taking them over to the side. And then just pull it through. Okay. Literally just gonna tilt it, stick it, check it. She got chunky, chunky, chunky. And then I'm gonna scooch it. Trying to capture some of those bigger glitters. And I think I captured all of the bigger glitters. Okay. It's so pretty though. Something about a red glitter stripe is just something else. They're so pretty. Okay. This is where I'm checking my angle at. Gotta rotate that nail around. It lets you see how that stripe is angling, if it looks weird. Sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it has to be on my finger before I'm like, holy heck. You never know. All right, just going in the lamp. Cure her down. more tea. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, we are going to stripe with Starlight, Jamie. Oh, we are. That's why it's here. Oh, yeah. That is why it's here. That is the sugaring I was talking about. We're going to have a sugar white stripe. That is why Starlight is here to play. Question was if I wanted to do this and Starlight or just Starlight, because originally the idea was to do just Starlight as my stripes on these two nails, and then we would figure out the snail, because the snail was supposed to be a color block, but I don't have my nail tape, so I'd have to go dig up my nail tape. So this one's in flux at the moment. She's in flux. All right. She is nice and striped. If you like that texture, you can keep that texture. Like, it's not going to do anything. You know, I would just say wipe down with alcohol to get any of the sticky base off from between the stripes, and you can just keep it this way. I am probably not going to keep it this way because I hate textured nails. I can barely handle like acrylics like Starlight being textured. So what I usually do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and fill the center with base and get that to almost equal. Then I'm going to top coat it all and hope that it's real as smooth as I want it to be. So that's generally the plan. So I'll do it this way. I'll let it fill in those stripes to be as flat as possible. You can do this with builder gel too, obviously. Obviously, but I am running. I don't have a lot of clear builder gels at the moment back here. So, but that's like, you know, kind of builder gel's job is to like fill in, right? So it works nicely. You fill in the spots. You do a generous layer of builder gel over all of it once it's become even, like the glitter layers match the smooth layers, and then you can buff it. But this is a slower way, but it still works. Oh man, my nose is just killing me. So my thing is, if you're planning on keeping your nails matte, let's see, let me think this through. Like we said, if you use a matte base or have the nail be matte when you do your striping, it's easier to see them. But if you want the glitter to be shiny, you can do kind of what I'm doing now, except what you're going to do is you're going to take the shiny top coat and you're going to fill in the spots that aren't shiny. Which I'll demo now, because I'm sure that didn't make any sense. My brain is a little kerfuffled at the moment. Doing my best. All right, let's see. I wanted to do white stripes. I wanted to do, since I'm not going to do the chunky one on this one, I'm going to do thick and thin white stripes. But I want them sugared, which means I'm not going to be top coating them. I could still do it with dip base. No. I'll demo how I would do that with dip base on this nail. It's just going to take a minute for my brain to think through it. So I'm just going to move that up there. Cure this so I don't have to worry about stickies. So I just throw the paper into my lamp, cure it like I would anything else. Then I'm going to take my gel base and we're going to go over our red nail real quick. And then I will file the sides a bit after it's cured. But got some glitter in there. I love glitter, and it sure loves everything else. It loves to spread itself around. All right. Okay. So this is cured. So then I just cure it before I throw it away, and then I just peel it off, and I've got a new sheet. Okay. So we are going to clean our brush that we're going to use our dip base with. So since I've been using it for gel, we're just going to go in here and we are going to clean it up, pull all that gel out with this. Make sure to wear gloves or use a few of these lint-free wipes before you expose your finger to the gel. Want a few layers. And we're going to take our dip base. So they sell on Amazon nail striping brush replacements that I have found. So you can try those out and see, and you can set up one base to be your like dip base striping bottle. Or I believe Rebel has one you can use, but it's the same thing. You have to like dip it into the base. It doesn't come in base. It comes in a cleaner, which I think is made up of acetone. All right, so I'm gonna start out with that. Hopefully I wiped off enough. Again, maybe I should have, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm going to buff this so it is matte looking. And then I'm gonna clean it with the alcohol so that I can see what I'm doing. These old eyes with all these lights are not loving the amount of reflect. So I'm just taking my buffer, my sponge buffer, and I'm just going over the nail in general so that it's a little more matte. I'm going to wipe it off to get rid of the dust. And then in theory, it will still be a little matte. I should be able to see what I'm doing. At least a little better. Okay. All right. It's a little bit better. Okay. Ta-da! And because this will dry out very quickly, it is dip base, you're going to want to immediately get it in there. And get your stripe going. Okay. And if you have any pushing or scooching you need to do, try to do it quickly. Okay. All right. And then we're going to dust off. And we're going to go again. Hi, Kaya. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome to the feed. Welcome to my YouTube channel again. Nails are so fun. I love them. If you want to learn more about dip nails, you could join us on Facebook. We are in the Daisy Dip community. She is a small woman-owned business that does small batch dip powders. Okay. My brush is starting to dry out, so I have to get it into some acetone in a second. Okay. And I do actually have the Revel art brush. That's awesome. Thanks, Kaya. You're only 12. Okay. Well, I'm a mom, so hello, welcome. So I'm just taking, and I'm just dipping my art brush into the Revel bottle because I'm pretty sure it's acetone in there. If it isn't, we're going to find out real soon, but it should be. All right. And we've still got some here. I'm going to brush it off. Okay. I'm just thickening up that line. Ah! I'm throwing my nail. All right, I'm gonna give that a second. Do its thing. I'm looking for my actual bottle of acetone that should be in here. Well, I have this, which will help. All right, it's a little dispenser that's filled with acetone. I have one with acetone, and I have one with alcohol for cleaning my brushes. Just kind of let it soak up, and it breaks up that dip base. And we're starting to get a little dry, so we're going to add a little bit more wet dip base to our paper. Okay. We're going to dust. Got some Travelin' Red over on my green nail. Grr. It happens. Okay, we're gonna come in here. I'm gonna do another thick stripe down here. I guess thick being relative. Okay. Again, like I said, if you move fast, you can correct things that have gone askew a little bit at least. That's why I like working in gel, because I can always wipe it off and start again. Whereas dip base is just a little bit less forgiving in that correction ability. You can, it just takes some effort. Like filing and buffing and scritching and sort of like isolating like this. So this is a secondary use for those cuticle removers that I was talking about a couple of lives ago, is you can use them to file stripes and sort of fix designs if you're using your dip base. Okay. And a little bit of line that went out of, a little chunky, so we're just going to file it. We're going to dust it. All right. It's not perfect because of the angle on that one. It's killing me. So we're going to fix it. Sort of cleaning off my brush again, wiping off the dip base that's in there. Okay, and we're going to dust comb. And what I want to do is that because of the way it fell, this is just slightly uneven. But being a stripe, being slightly uneven is going to affect that curve, especially going over a curved nail. It really becomes more obvious. So that fixed it a little bit. We're gonna go with it. It's not perfect. I may, let's see, right here we've lost a little bit of it. So let's see what I can do. Okay. I can kind of thicken this one up, I think, and fix it without it looking too bad. Okay. A little better. We'll take it. All right. Let those do their job. Let them set up. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to do gel method. This is, again, my preferred because it is just easier. The cleanup is easier. The striping is easier. Everything's easier. All right. So let's make sure that we have that shape that we want. We're going to buff it out. I'm just taking my buffer, making sure those sides are nice and smooth. We've got a very smooth top, so I'm just going to lightly abrade it because I didn't do too many layers of clear. We run the risk of silvering our glitter, and I don't have any red Sharpies. Now, my friend Britt had the idea that you can keep colored Sharpies around, and if you end up messing up one of your glitters, you can fix it with the Sharpie, at least fix the appearance of it. So there is a tip from her to me to you. I did have a lot of fun using micron pens for my Emanuel Syndrome manicure. I painted the nail art, and then I went in with the micron pen and did the detailing. So I think I'm going to commit and buy myself the colored microns too, so I can play around with those a little bit. I've never gotten too into the micron pens. I bought them when they were the black ones when they were really popular, and then I kind of didn't do a ton with them. I did a little bit. But yeah, I really enjoyed using it. So we're going to pick up those colored ones and see what I can do. Like I even have the Sharpies for like alcohol ink art. And it's a lot of setup. But I am getting my nail desk sorted in my family room so I can be spending time with my family again. I can do a little bit more complicated designs than I could do on my couch while I was hanging out with the family, which is where I was doing nails before. All right. Got this guy. He does need a few more layers of base and or top coat. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to file the sides a little bit, just to get any glitters that have run amok. Okay, and then we will continue with our base coats and our top coats to get this guy back to where we want it to be. Take our alcohol. I'll wipe any of that off. Okay. Looks like it needs to cure a little bit more. Something didn't go right in there. Got a little weird. Not good. All right. So I did use a matte top coat on this, so we can see it a little easier, and then we'll go in with our base. Not dip base, we're using gel base again. So we've swapped over to gel base to take a peek at gel method again. Don't sleep on Daisy's liquids. They are amazing. I just used them all up and had a small accident. So I'm a klutz and a half. Another reason I am trying to get off my couch. Okay, so you can use gel base, you can use gel top coat. I think I'm actually going to swap to top coat because I'm going to paint top coat in between to shine back up my glitters, but I don't really want to worry about just having any stickies, because if it's slightly sticky still, it will collect potentially dust from living life. So yeah, I might recommend doing top coat. You can do matte, you can do shiny. I've heard both works pretty well, so we're gonna do matte because it'll go on shiny and we'll see it be shiny, but then when it cures, it'll cure more like a matte snow. So anyways, that's the theory. I'm gonna do a nice thick stripe in the center. I can see what I'm doing. Gonna work out from here. Some days I find that to be the easiest route to take. Okay, so you can see, we can see our stripe, and then because I want to keep it raised, I am going to do pour over method. I usually have a spoon over here. I'm not immediately seeing it, so we are just going to use a dip. There's some of that red that got in there. All right, trick to get the red out. You pick it up with your eyeshadow brush, and we'll usually grab whatever's being naughty and that's not supposed to be there. Okay. Now you can pour over again if it's not as lifted as you want it to be, and you can also do a second layer. So get that stripe curing under the lamp for the 60 seconds. Okay, I'm not sure what happened here. Ooh, it's like the side didn't cure when I did it. Weird. So I'm just buffing the sides off camera real quick just because I don't want to contaminate my dip that I have open. Okay, now we're just going to go in with top coat. As you can see, I spilled it and I had to cure it so I could pick it up. It was not a happy day that day. It happened when my lighting collapsed and I had to pick everything up. And I failed to notice that my daisy gel top coat had been the victim. It was very, very messy. I'm still chipping top coat off my table. These glitters are so beautiful. Super duper Christmas feeling. All right, here is, we're gonna wipe that off. Looking pretty cute. Okay, and we're gonna take our matte and we're gonna do it again. Okay. And then I wanna do a very thin stripe. I'm not the best at very thin, but I am practicing. The whole point of all of this season, challenge myself, practice more nail art. Okay. I'm gonna get her cured. Oh, my nose. All right. Just gonna scrub it up. Yeah, I'm gonna activate it just to make sure everything is sort of doing its job, but then I'm actually gonna go and make a second layer of gel striping, just because I really want it to lift up and be very snowy dippy, raised sweatery. Those words. Are those words? I don't even know. Who am I? Who am I? Where am I? I don't know. Just gonna see if I need to, or if I can, scrape it a little bit to sort of even those stripes up a bit. Sometimes I can do this with a drill bit too. Just sort of depends on what tools I have, what bits I can find. You can get the really tiny dewdrop or barrel or circular bits. Those can sometimes get in here and help you with your fixing your stripes if they get too crazy. A nice sharp new file can help too. Okay. All right. Anyways, I always say we do all the ways so you can see me mess up in all the ways and how I fix it. Because I will run into these mistakes, same as everybody else. Nothing goes as perfect as we would like. All right, Michelle, love ya. See you later. In theory, I won't be here too much longer. I do have one more whole nail to finish, but I haven't decided what we're doing with it yet. We're still in limbo on that nail. Still in limbo. It's okay. Add some more matte top coat. Then we're gonna re-sugar these stripes. Get them back where I want them. Okay. Sorry, I'm off camera, Facebook. Like it's super intense. I start moving closer and closer to my face. So I was just taking the matte gel and I was re-putting it over our stripes. And then I am pouring over to keep that fluffy look because the flat lay was squishing. So it's one thing I had forgotten is, yes, if you flat lay for stripes, it will squish. Unless you want it squished, don't squish. Okay. You can also use, when you're doing your gel, you can use a silicone tool to smooth things out if you have it. Okay. Is not perfect, is not terrible. I'm just going to tip this in white because I like the way that looked. And I like the spacing. Okay. All right. All right. Nice little peppermint candy cane. This one might be watermelon. I would imagine if I bought this at the store, it would be watermelon. She is sparkly. So Starlight chromes. I don't know if you could tell by all the shine, but she does chrome. Use a thicker line up top. Not maybe that thick. Right. And again, I have the matte top coat on my little piece of paper down there. It's a special gel paint paper that doesn't let the gel paint go through. It's not the shiny kind that lets you peel it off, but it is the kind that doesn't let it soak through. Otherwise, you can use a palette, you can use plastic, Ziploc bag, whatever you got. Okay. All right. She's looking cute. Put her in the lamp. Take this one out of the lamp. She's looking a little miffy. Let's see. Find one of my nail scrubbing brushes, hopefully. Starlight is a very sparkly, so I'm going to take my nail brush, and what I do is I get it nice and full of rubbing alcohol, and then I will kind of scrub the nail clean, just to try to get the shimmer off of the green, and then we'll brush her off with the dry spot. And it kind of gets her back to where I want her to be. And then we're going to take our top coat and we'll stripe through the green with our top coat just to get that shine back when we finish these up. Okay. 10 other 30 seconds. Make sure that white is really, really clean. Okay. So the plan with this is I am also going to do the white. So see if I can make this. I'm going to buff it a little bit first. Buff it again. Give it a little bit more top coat. All right. Taking her down just a little bit. I'll scrub it up. I'll top coat her again. So nail art nails can get a little, they get a little out of control. So I just found a builder gel, so I'm going to use that just to save everybody's time because it's still pretty uneven over that apex, and so I'm just going to fill it in. We're just going to use our builder gel, like a little bit of filler, smooth it out. We'll hang her upside down to get any pooling away from the sides. But I should be able to get in there and give her a nice buffing after this. Which will help me in my nitpickiness. Okay. All right. We're gonna hang her upside down. which will allow gravity to bring our builder gel back towards the center. And then I might take our brush and help it out a little bit, sort of creating a spine down the center of the nail. So I just let her hang upside down. And if I notice she's too thick at the tip, I might turn her over. I'm just kind of letting the builder gel flow around how it likes, or how I want it to, how I like it to, versus how it wants to. Okay, so I'm just holding it in the lamp. I'm holding it upside down for the first 10 seconds. Then I will flip her over so she can finish her cure right side up. I do this on my hands as well. How I keep builder gel out of the sidewalls. Welcome back, Michelle. We are still moving along, singing our song. I'm now buffing our thumbnail. Just trying to maximize any downtime we've got while we're in our lamp. Aaliyah says, hi, Michelle. Aaliyah is over on YouTube. So hopefully I'm not doing her any disservices. Aaliyah, yell at me if you can't see what I'm doing. Facebook, yell at me if you can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying. There. I like this angle better. Sorry, Facebook. When it wouldn't let me do horizontal mode, I basically had to refigure out what angle would work. So, took me most of the live. My apologies. Facebook's bugs can be pretty annoying. Man, this glitter is so pretty. We are going to do, I think, snowflakes on the thumb. Because I like snowflakes. Because I like them. Even though I'm not great at them, I like them. She's been scrubbed. Give her a little scrub. Okay. Got our little frosty nails. Candy cane nails. They look all right. I don't hate them. It's been a while since I've done a candy cane nail, so, you know, I knew there might be a little bit of a learning curve coming back. It's kind of hard when you don't do certain nail arts all through the year. Like, I do stripes and stuff, but candy canes are kind of pretty. I feel like they're pretty specific. So, take our top coat. We're going to fill in the not shinies in between the snow/candy stripes to make the green glitter look like glitter again. Okay. Let's take a brush. Make sure when you're using top coat in your nail art brushes that you don't cure them, because most products will not get top coat out of brushes. Sometimes you get lucky and a really long acetone soak or like gel remover might work, but not all the time. Don't assume you can save your brushes. Just try not to cure them. I speak as somebody who has cured her brushes. Which is why I don't buy expensive brushes. I am chaos. Chaos incarnate. Okay. So Winter Wonderland is definitely more subtle of a glitter. It's still so beautiful though. Obsessed. Okay. It's just not like punch you in the face as Nose So Bright. That's why we like her, right? That's why we like her. There's room for everyone. Okay. So she's looking pretty filled in. So I will wipe off the tacky layer. We will buff, buff, buff. Wipe her again. We still got to be a little gentle because it is still a pretty little layer in between. Hey, Britt. In between the top layer and our fantabulous red glitter. So just need to exercise a little bit of caution. I'm very sniffly. Thanks for asking, Britt. Britt's Manies has joined us over on YouTube. Anybody wants to say hi? We have our Facebook group and our YouTube groups going. If you want to enter the drawing, doll, hop over to Facebook real quick and leave a comment. Buffing, buffing, buffing. Checking. I'll wipe off. Okay. Sparkle City, man. Sparkle City. Love it. All right. So I am going to top coat her, and then we are going to do our matte as our stripe. So see how that goes. Whee. Hi, Alana. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. I know it's a little bit of a different time for me usually. Different day, different time. But I'm happy to see you. Thanks for joining us over in Daisy Dips. She's so shiny. We love her so. She's pretty shiny too. All right. Wouldn't call her my favorite now, but you know, we'll let her be. She can stay. She can stay. It's okay. Ugh, my nose. So yes, I think we're going to go in with Ed to All a Good Night again for the middle nail, which has just been hanging out. Let's see. And we may attempt the peppermint candy. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going in with my dip base. And we're going to flat lay into our glitter. Press down. Give it a little pinch. Push some of those glitters back up. And then once she dries, we'll give her a good scrub and see where she's left us. Oof, man, my nose. It's angry, angry. Okay. So now I'm going to take our matte top coat and we're going to paint our little snow stripes. I'm trying to decide. Kind of want it here, like a little stripe. Here. See how this looks. I don't want it like matching every stripe. I just kind of want it being its own thing. So we'll see how that works. Might look terrible. And then we'll just wipe it off. All right, I'll give her a little cure. And I'll probably do one more layer of Starlight. Ow. Trying to think. Okay. I think we're gonna do one more layer as well on this nail, just to make it look a little bit more snow cappy. Hopefully I'm not messing it up. It always gets dodgy when I go in for like a second layer. Still feel like it needs it, but it still can be pretty dodgy. I'm not somebody who can really retrace her own lines. So things get interesting. I'm just making sure to do my best to wrap our stripes around the nail. Go in. Chop, 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 chop. Now remember, the fun time comes later for photos when we all get to see how fun the glow looks. Because I am looking forward to seeing those glow. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll look real cool. But I'm a fan of glow. I am workshopping my glow-in-the-dark Christmas light nails. Those will probably be the piece de resistance of my nail art this year. We'll see. We'll see. Right now I'm stuck on if I want to like use all glow dips or if I want to use a glow top coat over gel drawn lamp, like lights. Because Daisy has, I have every single glow dip that Daisy's made, and there are some amazing neons, and they would make great light bulbs. So that is definitely in the list for consideration. Though I did buy some glow gel to mess around with too. So we'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait to see which one works best. What looks coolest? Makes me want to paint a Rudolph too, but I don't know. I could probably do one of those cutesy ones with just like the nose and the antlers and the eyes. So maybe I'll do that and give it a little glow red nose because that could be fun. What do you guys think of that kind of nail art? Is that too kitschy? Too much? Nice to look at, would never wear it. right, her into the lump. Hi, Dee Dee. Sorry I missed you coming in. Hope you are good. I am doing my best. Wrestling with this cold that my boys brought home. All right. Yep, we're going to get in there with some shiny top coat over that red now. So my hope is just to fill in these stripes with our shiny top coat. So we keep our snow looking fluffy. Now the easiest way to do this is obviously to do a shiny top coat and then just top with your mat to get the stripes. But again, my eyes and the camera lights being what they are, it was making it very hard to see the shiny on top of shiny. So we went with this method. And then I'm just kind of dragging it through because I don't want it to fully meet up with the white stripes. I just want that gorgeous shine of Nose So Bright to come back. Okay. Has anybody watched Hot Frosty yet? Where are my bad Netflix movie people? I was talking about this at my son's AAC speech therapy this week. And all I had to do was say, oh my gosh, there's this movie on Netflix. And every therapist that was in the room looked over and they're like, Hot Frosty. I was like, yes! So who's watched it? Who's watched it? Show of hands if you've watched it. If you haven't, that's okay too. I haven't watched it yet either. But it's on my list. You watched the movie, Michelle? It was cute. I don't know. That guy is not very hot to me. I mean, he might be temperature hot, as in, like, he's going to melt, and he is not so frosty anymore. But he's kind of a goober. He's like Temu Brad Pitt. I don't know. I don't know who's hot anymore. But he's definitely like Temu Wish brand of whatever version of hot. Like, the muscles are there, but the face maybe isn't giving everything. And I haven't seen his personality because I haven't seen the movie, so I haven't seen how his personality plays out. But that was my impression, was that Temu Brad Pitt. All right. Shiny, shiny. Okay. Got this guy going. So we're going to close this up for now. It will be back, I'm pretty sure. That's what we're using for our snowflakes. But for now, we're going to clean it. Blue light special Brad Pitt. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess you can get some pretty good stuff. I mean, you can get some really good stuff at Walmart and stuff now. Kmart's not really around anymore in my state. But all right. I think that's kind of fun. Like, It isn't my top. I do too, actually. I would have preferred to use my nail tape, but since we couldn't find it and my nail striping tape was not working, this is what we got. It's not terrible. Like, you know, we'll make do. It is what it is. It might be a lot to all be on one hand. That's a thing too. You might just do one of these nails. But I like to show different techniques during my lives so that you can walk away and decide what you like the best. You can also use white striping paint, striping nail paint, whatever. White striping polish or gel polish, obviously, to do the candy cane stripes. That may make them punchier and more white, which is great. That would look fantastic too. I'm saying that out loud because I think I might do that if we decide to do the peppermint nail, which I haven't 100% mentally committed to. But it is playing. It's got brain real estate. It's got real estate going on right now. So I'm thinking about it. I'm just going to clip off some of these glitters that are hanging over with my nippers. In case I forget to file them, I'll just clip them. Okay. I'll let it sit up. Just kind of getting the edges again before we go on with our second layer. All right. Going to buff it again. We did a nice rough buff, and now I'm going in with a finer buffer, which means higher grit count. Get it smoother. Sniffle, sniffle. Shiny top coater. Let's put my shiny top coat into my bottle holder so I don't have to worry about tipping it. It'll tip for me. Again, all of my 3D printed accessories are from the sister brand Liquid Layers. Bonnie owns Daisy Dips and Liquid Layers. And my code BDAZZLD15 works at both. Works on both because they're on the same website. Now I know there are rumors that we may also be opening up a store on Etsy. But I don't know for sure, and I don't know the dates. I don't know if our codes will work there, but keep an eye out for any updates coming from Bonnie. So sparkly and pretty. I feel like those pinky red glitters that are in it make me think of cranberries. So you get like, not that like just red. So it's like holly berries or cranberries or both sort of mixed in. Oh, I think it's gorgeous. Oh, man. Excuse me while I drink some more tea. I'm glad the boys are feeling better. It's always so sad when Kieran is sick because he doesn't understand it. So he does a lot of whining and he wants to go outside and play, and then he comes back in upset because he doesn't feel good. So I'm like, well, at least it's mommy at the end. Everybody else is feeling better, running rings around her. I was able to cuddle him and love him and keep him upright. Is the poor kid. So one of the issues with his condition, and it's why one of the big reasons we need nursing, is that he has no self-protection instincts. And so if he starts coughing or gagging, he throws himself backwards, which exacerbates it. It makes everything worse. And is very dangerous. So one of us has to be with him pretty much 24/7 when he's home and when he's sick. And so, like, we tag out to use the restroom, we tag out to take showers. So when we have nursing, it's very helpful because they can step in and take over for us while we grab a nap or eat dinner together. Just the whole system and how it's affected by everything is so interesting. So I am just sort of taking in and, like, before this is cured, I'm sort of like chopping off a little bit of that extra clear. So I'm going to go in with another layer, and I didn't want like a bunch of excess on the sides. So then I do that and I come back in. It's just like, it's like the pre-gaming almost. And then if I notice any like white spots, I will brush my base over it a few times to melt the clear. You don't want to see any white, essentially. White means cloudiness, and eat glass shouldn't be cloudy. So. It is gorgeous. So we're just dancing in. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Press her down a little bit. She's a little juicy, so don't press too hard. Let her set up and do her thing. Boop. All right. Get our other nail out of the lamp. So here's our shiny, pretty nail with Into All a Good Night. Our chunky glitter for the collection. So sparkly, so pretty. Okay, so we're going to paint. Whew, almost sneezed. We are going to be painting snowflakes on our thumbnail. And then sugaring them is the plan. Okay, so I have a very, very tiny little detail brush that I use for flicking our snowflake dots. And then I have a dotting tool that I use for placing the dots. I have a few dotting tools. I have separate dotting tools. I have this really cool dotting pen, which I got on Temu, and I kind of love it because it goes like super small, like even smaller than this one. And that helps with those teeny tiny snowflakes. It's very hard to get teeny tiny snowflakes without having teeny tiny dotting tools. I've got a white striping polish here, so I'm just gonna get her there on my pad. Got our teeny tiny. So I like to do 2 sizes of dots for my snowflakes. Dang it, come back here. There we go. All right, I gotta remember the pattern because my brain. Okay. And then I will wipe off. And I will go in with that teeny tiny dotting tool. And I will go in here. Okay. Then we will take our little brush. Oh no! Why didn't he? Okay, so 1 second, guys. My Facebook died. So I need to get plugged back in. Ouch! My phone battery is kind of the worst. It's supposed to be better, but I'm not finding it to last longer on my lives. Not like it's supposed to, anyways. Well, get back there as soon as I can. Grr. Like my son's iPad is still going. We crashed. We crashed. I believe we crashed. So I'll be back. Yeah. All right. 2 seconds. Oh, my nose. Okay. It wouldn't let me resume the previous live, so I had to start a new one. We're back, hopefully. Gotta get my camera recentered again, because, you know. Oh, ain't nothing gonna stay perfect. All right. See if that worked. Oh, my nose is killing me. All right. So I think we're back. I hope we're back. Try to scoot my seat closer. So I was using my dotting tool. We used 2 different sizes to create this pattern of dots. And now we're taking our brush. We're going to put a little tiny bit of white paint. And then we are just going to connect our dots. I apologize for the temporary technical difficulties. We are back, hopefully. There we go. One very large snowflake. phone? What are you doing? Stop that. My phone is misbehaving. Because of course it is. So I can fix it again. Nope, I don't want to power off. I don't want to close my phone. Good Lord. No. Yeah, whatever. Never delete. Post now. I'm going to go live again. My phone hates me. So this is where we're at. We're going to cure this. And then we are going to, well, actually, I was going to sugar it and then we're going to cure it. All right. Try putting my phone back and see if it'll stay friendly. And stop crashing. I'm so over it crashing. I'm so tired. All right, we back. All right. Now we are going to carefully sugar with our Starlight. Which I moved out of the way apparently. Ugh, my nose, guys. It is making me lose my mind. Why is my phone freaking out again? What is my phone doing? My phone is having its own like moment. I don't know what is happening. It like opened up. What is happening? What is even happening? My phone keeps opening up like things, like apps. I don't know what's doing. Other than making me sad. Okay, should be back. YouTube never died, so apologies YouTube for whatever you've had to be dealing with. Ooh. Interesting, I've never had that happen before. My snowflake separated? That looks kind of cool. Not what I expected to have happen, but it looks kind of neat. Now my iPad is freaking out, so why not? Siri, stop. Nobody invited you, Siri. Nobody invited you. All right. So my snowflake separated. I'm not really sure why. Things are just getting weird over here. I misplaced Starlight. So if you see Starlight, there she is. Like, where did she even go? All right. So yeah, I'm going to sugar her. We'll see how it looks. I don't know why it's separated. I've never had that happen before doing it this way. But this live seems to be full of weird. Full of weird. So we're just going along. We're just going with it. Okay. Grabbed some of it. Oh, we'll go with it. We will go with it. Let that do its thing. Right, Britt? My phone, whew, it's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You'd think it had a cold with the stuff it's doing. So, we'll see. All right, so we are pretty dry here. So I'm just pressing the clear down in between those glitters. And then we will activate and we will buff. Okay. Cur sniffle. So anybody on Facebook, thanks for coming back. Whoever did come back. I need to get like a power pack that I can put my phone on my phone maybe while it's filming and doing lives. Because I don't know why, but it dies so fast now. It's supposed to have more battery life, but it dies so fast now. They just need to sell a phone that's like streamers, like the streamer phone for Apple. Not because I don't want to buy Android. I just don't. I just don't. That came out kind of cute. It's almost like a doily snowflake. So I didn't intend it to do that, but we're going to go with it. Why not? It is a new phone, Britt. That's why it's very annoying. Very annoying. And we're just going to do a little, we're going to attempt to do a little tiny snowflake. I'm not the best at tiny snowflakes. They always tend to get a little out of control on me. But we're going to try. Do a little one right here. Thank you to anybody who sticks through the technical difficulties. Y'all the real ones. I'm just kidding. I get it if you can't come back after a live crashes. No one expects you to. So basically, snowflakes are just a collection of dots, and then you sort of add as you like. Are you kidding me? My phone died again. I'm so out. Oh, Lord help me. This is just... And it was fully charged, too. So frustrated. My nose hurts. At least my snowflake is a little smaller. I'll sugar her. And we'll pop her in the lap. See what happened to my phone. Come on. Doesn't want to accept my passcode, of course not. Why would it? Why would it? Lord help me. Ooh. Luna out here posting some gorgeous nails. Bet you my YouTube device is going to crash next. Well, power off. I think this one's running out of power. It's not wanting to resume. Okay. Go back. Come back. Whee! Poor Grace. She came and then I disappeared. All right, Grace. I'm gonna try to come back. See if I can. Whee! Go back to our group. Yep, easy tips. Events. Live. It says I was live. That's the watch live button. Let's start live. All right. Let's see if we can just finish. That's all I want to do. We're almost done. We're almost there. All right. Get this over with. Come on, just let me finish. We're almost done. we're almost done. Here's our thumbnail. We did some cute little sugared snowflakes. I was explaining that snowflakes are basically a series of dots that you decide how to connect as you like. Oh, yeah, okay. Like, that device died. Okay. Am I back? Who knows? Yeah, this live video ended. Okay, let's go back to Daisy Dips. Try again. All right. No. Could you actually just take me to Daisy Dips? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh man, my nose hurts so bad. If I lose you on YouTube, guys, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Forgot to buy the new anchor. I needed to buy an extra cable for my office. It's all right. All good. So we are just going to shape this up. Oh, my nose. My nose is what's getting me. I can deal with any technical issues if my nose would just leave me alone. All right. So we are just giving back the shape to this tip. We have some little overhanging glitters to file. Taking in the side walls. For another little activate. Brush her off, activate her, and then we will finish file her after that. I'm going to scrub off the other nails so we can check out those frosty little snowflakes. Going to dust off my mat too a little bit. So yeah, so Starlight is definitely chromable or pearlable, that's how I would say. YouTube is down. It's probably gonna have to stay down. My brain just I does not have the energy to sort out the rest of my equipment. Unless this works, which you might. Let's see. I don't think it's charging. I plugged it back into the charger, into a charger, but I think it's one of those not MiFi, whatever ones. And Apple, all the new devices, or that new latest update has tightened up what kind of chargers you can use. So none of my cheapy ones have been working. So I have to go buy a whole bunch of Anchor because those are MiFi certified from Apple. It's very frustrating. Well, those are like 20 bucks a pop. Though we have Black Friday deals, so I have been keeping an eye on everything. Speaking of, if you're looking for Black Friday deals or looking for specific equipment, let me know. Kind of a thing I've done for years as my old job. So I will be sharing deals I find. I'm tracking deals. And if there's anything you guys are looking for, let me know. And I will try to help you find it at a reasonable price. So I'll probably be hunting for stuff for myself. All right, so I just threw a little bit of that extra dip into the trash because, as you can see, it is contaminated with all of the different glitters and stuff. So now my camera is freaking out and like having trouble focusing. So love that. Nothing can behave itself. Okay, so I'm just grabbing our alcohol and we're gonna give our nails a good scrub. Let me get rid of some of that frost so we can see what we're looking at. Okay. So all of the white is Starlight for anybody who is coming late or joined us halfway through. The white is Starlight, so it will glow. Yay! I got it hopefully connected before it crashed. We'll see. Okay. So I'm just scrubbing off the pearl from Starlight. All of the white will glow, which is awesome. So that's why I've been using it to sugar. And I was going to do this nail super fancy. I'm just not sure I have it in me anymore. We'll see. So I haven't tried this yet. So I have not tried a spiral peppermint yet. Everybody says that like if you do it, it's like pretty easy, and it's because it's like a spiral, it's easier than a normal peppermint. So I guess we'll find out. I'm going to top coat this, or actually I guess I'm going to base coat it. Since we had that weird separation issue, I'm going to base coat it. I'm going to wipe off the tackiness from that base coat. And then we will paint the spiral on top of that. And go from there. So I'm just mentally looking for my base coat. Oh, bad. Does anybody have a nose that they would like to sell me? Because I am done with mine. Mine is done with me. I am done with mine. It is currently running off my face. All right. Throwing her into the lamp for the full 60. A little bit of a juicy base coat, just in case there was any little spots or spidges to fill in. So this is that separation I was talking about. Now it came out really cool looking right here. But I wouldn't guarantee that that would happen every time. So that's why I just kind of went with it. But we're doing what we can to address what potentially caused that problem, which was doing the white paint on top of top coat. Aw, Brent, thanks so much. That was me literally plugging my nose so I could sound like Rudolph. I love Rudolph and his stuffy nose talk. Rudolph's my bro, man. Rudolph's my bro. He'd be there for me. Time for some tea. Oh, it's so good. Yes, this is a cinnamon sunset tea that I added honey and a little bit of whiskey to, and it is so good. Last week I did it with apple cider as well. I don't think you have to have the apple cider. It just makes it like super sweet. The tea by itself, fantabulous. Super tasty. My son's new nurse eats at the Korean barbecue restaurant out here that we eat at. And as soon as I said, "Do you know that cinnamon tea?" he was like, "Yes!" And I was like, okay, so you can get it at Target. You can get it at Amazon. And it's amazing. And he was like, okay. He immediately took out his phone and wrote down the name of the tea. I was like, yes. I was like, it is so good. It's a good iced tea. It's a good hot tea. If you like cinnamon, it's delicious. All right, so we are here. We are back. I have taken the tack off of our nail. We are going to put some white gel onto our painting pad again. Thank you, Eliza. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget, if you're new here, hit subscribe and hit like and thumbs up on the video. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see, if there's any tutorials you'd like me to do. All right. So this is what I'm not sure about. So we are going to be using our long paintbrush. We're going to be using our dotting tool, because the dotting tool I'm going to use to do our little center where we're going to take the spiral from. Okay, so I've got my brushes cleaned. I am pulling out the larger size of my dotting tool. Oh, Britt. You are coming in clutch with these recipes. I love it. I love it. I love it. My husband would love that. All right. So I'm using my dotting tool to get us centered. And then I'm going to cure that dot so I can work from that. Okay. Hope that makes sense. Use that as our little anchor point to meet. That is center, that is north, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's where we're working from. All right. Now, one thing I hadn't noticed was that the little pen clip is also a dotting tool. It's just the largest dotting tool. So I guess it's probably like 2.4 or 2.6. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 different dotting tool sizes in this pen. It's super cool. And easier because I can just take that with me and I don't have to worry about if I've misplaced one of my dotting tools, where I placed it. Which is normally a thing, because I would just carry around my pack of dotting tools. I like the little pen. It can go everywhere. Or I could just leave in one place. So I'm taking my brush and I am twirling it through our white paint. This is white gel. Okay. Now again, I have not done this before, so we are working blind, but I have watched videos. So the idea is that you start from the center and you rotate out, and that gives you the lines for your candy. Okay. And here's the hard part, is when you transition down. Okay, so I did it that way, so I think I have to do it this way. Okay, not perfect, but probably better than I've ever done with other stuff. So we're just gonna go with it. Okay. And then we're gonna take this, come out this direction. So I attempted to do like freehand section by section with my circus nails that I did, my Pride circus spin, like circus top nails, and whew, that was something. That was something. They were so hard. Those nails were so hard. They took forever. I felt so bad because I was doing them as a twin with someone, so I had to get them done. They were taking forever. Miss Raven was very nice about it, though. Okay. We're gonna get it again. Not perfect, but it's something. It's something. So then I think I take my smaller brush and I kind of fill in I think that's how that's supposed to work. Or I just make them thicker. Maybe we'll just make them thicker and see how that works. All right, so if I do thicker, 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 thicker. Okay, I think that works. So maybe I will cure these and we will just see if we can make this work. It may not be perfect, but we have an outline. We have our spots. Then we can give it a try. So in theory, I should be able to use the actual painting brush now that I have it all outlined. So we're going to try that. Does that make sense? Am I dead yet on YouTube? No. Trying to swap battery. See if that'll help. All right. And I'll swap back. I'll do one little section and then I'll swap back. All right. Now I can't cure, I guess I can. So I'm going to sugar these. Remember, we're supposed to be sugaring these, which I totally forgot. But that's fine, it still works. So we're gonna sugar this. We'll go into the lamp. Did my phone die again already? I literally unplugged it for 2 seconds. Get out of here. I'm so over this. Guys, I'm so over this. My phone is just not gonna, it's just not gonna do what it needs to do. Oh well. Whee. So we sugared. I'm gonna throw that into the lamp, and then I think I'm gonna close down YouTube, and I'm just gonna try to finish on Facebook. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Okay. I just need like 5 phones. Can't believe it died. In the like 2 seconds that I had taken it off, it died. Ow. Let's see. I steal my husband's phone. It was at 10%. It should have been fine. I don't understand. I have so much glitter on my phone. Okay, I think I'm back. It says I'm back. Hi, Facebook. Hopefully I'm back. Okay, I think I'm back. Facebook, so sorry for the trouble. My phone is like actively overheating. That's actually what happened. Is that it overheated? Ugh. Okay, so I'm just going through, we're sugaring each spot by spot so that we can keep the work so we don't lose it. So now for this one, the idea is that we work with that same line, and we can either fill it in depending if you liked the exact placement of it, or you just thicken the line up like that. And so since I figured my lines weren't exactly perfect, I could do it like this, and that would work too. Okay, so you just get like that little spiral, you sugar it, cure it, and then we have that gorgeous glitter behind it, which that glitter is like everything. Like you could do a whole set of that glitter and then do either candy cane, snowflakes, or the peppermint candy, and I think it would be like killer. Even if you just did your thumb and your ring finger, the peppermint candy, it is so pretty. It just reminds me of Christmas lights. So, and I'm a big fan of Christmas lights. I got a t-shirt on its way that says my favorite color is Christmas lights, and that's facts. I make my husband take us to Candy Cane Lane. We have a neighborhood up here. And the whole neighborhood, you literally have to sign it when you buy your house that you're willing to take part, because the whole neighborhood does it. and it's gorgeous. It's called Wakefield Summit or something. It's gorgeous. We go there. You can drive it, you can walk it. We've done both depending, you know, if Kieran was sick or if he was healthy or if it was COVID. It has been, ever since we moved here and had Kieran, we took him even in his baby carrier. And he has been obsessed with Christmas lights since he was little. Whenever we get our tree up, we'll put the tree up with lights first. And every night he finds his way under the Christmas tree. And he falls asleep looking at the twinkling lights. And it's like literally the definition of the magic of Christmas. And I live for it every year. It's probably why I try to get my husband to put the tree up earlier and earlier every year, because I just get to enjoy that joy.